Hiya again. It's me, Alex Francis, and welcome to another video. Hope you're doing well and all that sort of stuff. Hope life's going good and stuff. I swear. Are you shouting, Ashley? No. I can't meet up. There's things going on. Sega's making some live stream tonight, so this is important. So I can't go here. So have a nice evening. Hope you and Daniel have a nice date thing. See you later. Bye, Ashley. Okay, now that's good. Done. Okay, I can get into my normal clothes. Okay, I don't like wearing these. Okay, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. That's better. Oh, that's good. My sister Ashley made me wear smart clothes again. And I don't like wearing them. I wanted to take them off hours ago and she won't let me, you know what I mean? Problem, you know why she's doing it? Because she's trying to make me look younger. I'm only 31. How old younger do you expect me to go? Like 19 or something? Or 6, you know what I mean? Problem with these people. This is the problems that these youngins want everyone to be younger. You know what I mean? Don't like it. The thing was, me, Ashley, and Daniel, we went out for dinner last week and I got a compliment from this man. You know what he said to me? You dress like a 50-year-old. You know what I mean? Why does my sister never give me these compliments? Annoys me that, you know what I mean? Don't like it. Anyway, apart from my sister annoying me and these young'uns, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk about something interesting today. I've been thinking a lot about family lately, so I have. And I was thinking, I wanted to talk about my family and stuff, and not just my sister. I want to talk about, my sister, our grandmother, as well as our uncle. And unfortunately, fortunately I should say, our parents as well. So overall, we're not really a big family. There have been family that we've seen, but it's been a long time since last seen them. But overall, I want to talk about the few family members that I have. Now, obviously, I'll talk about my sister first and stuff. So yeah, my sister, obviously she's called Ashley. Ashley Francis, she's called. And she's doing overall okay and stuff. She is in her early 20s. She was born in 1996, so she is 22. So she is, she's a friendly person and stuff, really, really nice and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, she is with a boyfriend who, obviously, they've been engaged for a while, so they have for several months, which has been absolutely amazing and stuff. And, just how it goes, and you know what I mean, and, yeah. So she's a friendly person and stuff. She's not as intelligent as, me or our parents, but she's got some good knowledge up here, you know what I mean? It's how it goes and stuff. Unfortunately, her IQ is not as high as I thought, you know what I mean? I think her IQ is like in the early hundreds. That's all I've heard, so yeah. But yeah, she's a friendly person. She's got very good social skills. She's very talkative and she loves meeting new people and stuff. You know what I mean? Like myself, you know what I mean? Just how it goes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I don't like meeting new people. I think it's just them, you know what I mean? It's them. Because, people always say that phrase, what's wrong with me? I've never said that. I always say, what's wrong with them? You know what I mean? Just how it goes. Yeah, so it's always... So that's the phrase. If any of you want to use this famous phrase, what's wrong with them? That's what you should say to yourself when you meet new people. Because usually they're the ones that are that are problematic. So, good luck to that advice to any of you future people. And I don't know if it'll work at the nightclub, so keep yourself warned about that. So yeah, she's a good person. My grandparents, mostly my grandmother, I don't really see my grandfather that much, so I don't. Well, actually, yeah, I've not seen him lately. I don't know what he's doing in the meantime, so Yeah, he mostly does his own thing. That's how it goes. But my grandmother, she's quite a very active woman, so she is. She's actually 100 years old. You know what I mean? She looks good for her age as well. You know what I mean? She can get a bit aggressive and feisty, a little bit annoying. You know what I mean? People always say, "Oh, that's because of the fact she's one of these old people." You know what I mean? Obviously, she was born in the late 1910s, so she was, and she always says that she's seen a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just how it goes for her and stuff. She's really friendly. You know what I mean? I think once you get to know her and stuff. She, like I said, she can be a bit questionable about around young people. For some reason, she don't like young people. She thinks that they're the worst people ever. So that's just how it goes and stuff. And if either of you get triggered, I'll say there were no such thing as triggering, as she told me, back in the 1920s. So yeah, you know what I mean? There were no such thing. You got annoyed and you let your problems slip away. Be swept away, and you got on with the rest of your life. Unlike nowadays, you get triggered all the time, you know what I mean? Just how the internet goes. You should start reading books. Yeah, she's a really, really friendly woman. She was very polite from what I've heard when she was younger. She was a very, very positive woman and stuff. She loved going to places and, work and all that sort of stuff, and even spending time with her parents as well. Unfortunately, I never met her parents because, again, they died along before I came in the picture, so bit of a shame, but nothing I can do, really. And then I'll talk about my uncle. Now, my uncle was a very shy person. He always kept himself to himself. And my family, well, mostly my grandmother, always compared him with me. They always compared both of us because they always thought we were a bit weird and all that sort of stuff. We're sort of loners. I always got along well with my uncle. And unfortunately for him, and I don't know why people did this, but between my uncle and his sister, would that be my mother? I don't know now. No. Yeah, my mother. Sorry, I get mixed up. I really, really do. Unfortunately, he got the short straw. So he did. He was not the favourite, and anything that he did that was amazing, they pretty much threw back in his face, and he hated that. So he actually never told anyone what he was doing, because usually what happened was that he told me this a couple of times, that this was long before he moved over to France, that any time he'd meet up with friends and stuff, my grandmother, who was his mother, she didn't like that. That she didn't like that he had a social life and he was meeting up with people. The thing he told me one time, this was when he was in his early 20s. He met up with this woman who he liked. He liked her to bits, and unfortunately, obviously, he told his mother, who was my grandmother. He told her this, and unfortunately, she was not happy. She told him, said, "You should not be meeting women. You know what I mean? You got to be older than that," and that's what she told him. So unfortunately, he had to meet up with people. He went on dates with women. And obviously met up with them in private. And basically, he had to lie to my mother, to his mother, who was my grandmother, about this. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him. You know what I mean? This is the problem now, is that people are so nosy that you can't have a proper life. And that is just how it goes. See, so it does. You understand what I'm on about? Yeah. This is what happens. This is why there's a lot of 40-year-olds and 30-year-olds that always get questioned what they're doing. My sister, she does the same thing. Where are you going? Or why do you need to know? I'm a grown man. I'm 31 years old. You never saw this happen back in the early noughties. You know what I mean? If you did something and if you were a 20-year-old person and you went out somewhere, no one questioned it. But nowadays, you get questioned for every flipping thing. And I don't like that. It's just how people are. It's probably all this triggering that's annoying people. I don't like it. Annoys me. Annoys me, you know what I mean? But he was a really, really friendly man. Like I said, I told you that he bought a Sega Saturn with us when it came out on launch day. One of the best days ever we had. We played lots of games, all that sort of stuff. He was a bit of a geek as well, you know what I mean? He got made fun of at school and all that sort of stuff, like a lot of us. I'm trying to think now. So, talked about my sister, my grandmother, parts of my grandfather, my uncle, and my parents. I want to leave them last, so yeah. So my parents were the best. They were very, very fantastic people. They really, really were. And the way I'm saying it, I'll explain why I'm saying were. The thing about it is they did pass away a long, long time ago. They passed away back in March 2003, which was a sad day for all of us in our family. Really, really was. You know what I mean? They were very, very fantastic people. My memories of them were amazing. They really, really were. Highly intelligent people. Very knowledgeable. And in their early adult life, they had great social skills. So they did. From what I've heard from both my parents, they were quite geeky people. They both got bullied and mocked at school for being highly intelligent. And nothing let them stop the way. So they didn't. And even my parents, even my grandmother told me this amazing advice when I started work at the age of 13. She told me, those three, my mother, my father, and my grandmother, told me amazing advice. Before I started work, before the first day of work I started, when I turned 13 years old, they told me, once you turn 18, like I said, all you do is care about yourself. That's what she said. That's what they told me. Once you turn 18, only think about yourself. That's what they told me. And that is fantastic advice. It really, really is. Yeah, obviously I cared about my family, but we all did that. You know what I mean? We all cared about ourselves once we all turned 18 years old. My grandmother did it, my grandfather did it, and even both my parents did it. You know what I mean? And even my sister, I did it as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I said. They said, screw everyone else once you turn 18 years old. Fantastic advice. It really, really is. They were really, really friendly people. Very, very, nice and stuff. Because I remember one time I was talking to my dad about this, and he would tell me that his parents were quite strict. So they were. The reason being was because of the fact that he was never allowed to do anything, and he always had to go everywhere with his parents. And they basically believed he was going to end up single and alone, not having any children and not being married. And from what I've heard from what my dad told me, his parents didn't want him having that. They didn't want him getting married or having children. Because for some reason they believed it was wrong, which I don't understand why, you know what I mean? But I think that's because of the fact that his parents were born during the time when, obviously, you shouldn't be doing that, you know what I mean? You're too young, you know what I mean? And you can't just meet someone and then do all that, you know what I mean? You got to know them, and you got to be over like 30, 40 years old to do that sort of stuff. And I think they were just too old-fashioned, you know what I mean? So that's just the way it goes. Because they were very upset when my dad went on his first date when he was younger. This was long before he met Mum. And they were shocked, they were appalled that he was meeting up with women without their consent because they thought it was illegal. His parents, he told me that his parents were very quirky and they created made-up ideas and laws and stuff. Because I think one of them, he told me, my dad told me that when this was, so this was around the time when, this was years later, when my mother and father were married. And I was living together in a house and all sort of stuff. And he told his parents that him and his wife were having a child. And they got annoyed at him. Because his parents told him that he had got to be over 30 years old to have a child. Again, quirky ideas. I don't know where this comes from. This is a long video, but it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? This is interesting stuff. And, yeah, they were just how it goes. But I love my family, you know, I love my parents and stuff. Might be a bit weird and all that sort of stuff. I might care about myself all the time. But I love them to bits. I really, really do. Yeah. If you wondered what my parents were called, my father, my dad, was called Thomas. And my mother was called Josephine. So she was. I don't know what my mother's last name was before she married my dad. So... Before they got married. I never found that out. You know what I mean? So yeah, Thomas and Josephine Francis. Obviously, once they got married. So yeah, said it was a good day and stuff. Like I said, I got my Betamax player when I was born. So thanks, Dad. I love that. But yeah, I still miss them after 15 years and stuff. But the memories will always be worthwhile, as they do. So yeah, I wanted to talk about family and stuff. I know it's a bit different and stuff. But I wanted to do something different and something interesting and educational about my family and stuff. Because people always wondered where the heck, you know what I mean? There's probably someone out there that thinks I probably regenerated or something, you know what I mean? Don't know where people get these these rumours from, so yeah. So yeah, hope you liked the video. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer holidays and stuff. I think some of you got a couple months off or something. A couple months off, I don't know. I don't matter. So yeah, thank you all for watching the interesting video. I'm using Dominic's end credits. It doesn't matter. See you later. Bye.